Hello yarn tubers, welcome back to Dana's Wanderlust Crochet with Dana and Dooley. Dooley's holding down the pillows right now, and I am going to start the Wiggly Trivet tutorial. So everything you're going to need is, I'm using, and I recommend, 3 colors of yarn and a pair of scissors, an H-hook, a yarn needle, and a chart made out ahead of time for your trivet. Now, the first thing you have to make is an 11 by 11 grid. So as you can see, there are 11 open squares across the bottom. There are 11 open squares up. 11 by 11 grid. And this is the chart. You might want to screenshot this. Take a screenshot of that. And write down that the blue is round 1, green round 2, pink round 3, blue round 4, green round 5, and pink is round 6. Now, in between these pinks, I have yellow highlighter for the border. The border, you know, that whatever color, it's basically round 7. I'm going to make my border the same color as round 6, which is going to be this burgundy red, because I like that color. And I highly recommend making the grid out of a white color. Now, all of this yarn is 100% cotton because you're going to be setting hot things on it. Trivets are hot pads. It's for setting hot things on top of. Okay, so let's get started. The first thing you're going to do is chain 27. Make my slip knot. Here we go. Chain 27. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Let me get my glasses down where they're supposed to be. Okay, and remember that you can always change the playback speed of this video if you need it to slow down or if you need it to speed up. There are controls in YouTube to help you do that. Now I'm going to, you don't count the loop on the hook. I'm going back to the 7th chain on the hook. I don't care if you put it in the side of the chain, if you put it on the back hump, it does not matter. This grid does not have to be pretty. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to double crochet into the 7th chain. Sure. Okay, there's your first square. You're going to chain 1. You're going to skip 1 chain, which is that one, and go into the next one, double crochet. Yeah, I'm really coordinated today. Okay, that is Sharpie ink. My fingernails are clean, pretty much. Okay, chain 1. Skip 1, double crochet into the next chain. You're going to chain 1, skip 1, double crochet all the way to the end, where you're going to count these open spaces, and there should be 11. So I'm going to do one more. Then I'm going to pause the video and you're going to meet me there. Okay, meet you at the end. Okay, I just completed my last double crochet and I have 11 open squares across. I'm going to turn my work, and you're going to do this at the end of every row. You're going to turn, chain 4, 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to put a double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. What did I do? Okay. Hello, Dana. You've done this before. You've double crocheted before, once or twice. Okay, so double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. It's hard to see looking through my phone. Okay, chain 1. Skip the chain space and put a double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. That spot, that ink spot on my thumb is driving me nuts. Chain 1, double crochet into the top of the next double crochet. Chain 1, skip the chain space, double crochet in the top of that double crochet. When you get to the end, turn your work, chain 4, and come back the other way. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I now have a completed 11 by 11 grid, and we're going to start in the center right here. And the way to find the center is to count from one corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My first color on this one is going to be white. Okay, I have my slip knot ready. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's my center square. And I want to start crocheting around this. It's actually a chain, but I'm going to call it a post. It's the top side of this square. So I'm going to stick my hook in there and fold it down. Then I'm going to attach my slip knot. You can crochet over your tails if you like, or just wait and weave them in later. It's completely up to you. I like to weave them in after every round. Okay, so I've got my slip knot. I'm going to chain 1, and I'm going to put 3 half double crochets around that post. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. So I just did that top post. Lay your work flat. Take a look. See how it stands up? Okay, now I'm going to do this side post coming down, which is on the chart, this side post right there. And in order to do that, I'm going to turn this clockwise. Then I'm going to find that post, fold my work, put 3 half double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3. And I'm laying the work flat. I have 2 sides of the square done. I need to do this third side right there. So I'm going to turn my work clockwise once. I'm going to grab that post and fold the work in half. 1, 2, 3. Same thing. Laying your work out and taking a look at where your next post is. I'm going to turn my work clockwise, grab that post, fold it in half. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to find that first double crochet or half double crochet. These are half double crochets. If I say double crochet later on, please know that all the stitches from here on out, besides the slip stitches, are half double crochets. Chain 1, get my scissors. And now I have made the first round, and it does look like a circle, but it is definitely this blue square right here. Okay, I'm going to weave in those ends, and I'll come back with my next color. Okay, time to start my next color. Now round 2 is going to be this green round right here, and I'm going to start right here. 1 bar, 1 post up from the center square. Okay, and the way I'm doing that is, okay, you see 1 bar up. It's right there. So I'm going to stick my hook in there, fold my work back. It's hard to do this looking through the viewfinder. I'm going to pull that through, chain 1, snug everything down a little bit. Now, 3 half double crochets per post. There's 1, 2, and 3. Now, I just completed that post. I want to come down now. So what I'm going to do is lay the work out, take a look at it, my grid, get my grid in my head, and I'm going to turn my work. And then I'm going to grab that post and fold my work in half. Tighten up those stitches, Dana. I don't like loose stitches. Okay. 3 half double crochet in there, and basically this is going to make a little plus sign or cross. Now I have to be careful. This is something I do right here. When I'm working back towards the center, I tend to reach over and snag my yarn, and I got to be careful not to do that. Now lay my work out. And now I want to go up that direction on that post. So I'm going to turn my work back this way so I can see that. See, this is that square that's going around to make the side of that cross or plus sign. I'm going to grab that post and put 3 double crochet, half double crochet, say it right, Dana, half double crochet around it. I'm going to lay it out again. Okay. Now I want to come down right here on that post. So I'm going to grab that post, folding my work in half. 1, 2, 3. Laying my work out. See, I'm going to want to come down this post back towards the center of the work. So I turned and I grab that post. Make sure I'm not going around 2 of them, and I got to be careful not to reach over and snag that white yarn with my crochet hook, because I'll get a little wild and crazy. Okay, so just to recap, just to show you, I'm going back and I'm looking at this is the top. Where's my, so I've done this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. So now I'm going to do these 2 squares and come back to where I started and slip stitch in. Okay, so I'm turning my work. So I've come down and now I need to do this square. So this post right here, I'm going to grab, fold my work, put my hook back in there, and 3 half double crochets in that one. I'm going to lay my work flat, turn my work, find that post, going across, 1, 2, 3. Turning my work, finding that post, 1, 2, 3. My phone is not focusing very well. Now I'm doing this one. 1, 2, 3. The great thing about Wiggly Crochet is you know, we're not talking about making beautiful stitches and making sure everything lays nicely. You know, these are hot pads. You're going to set hot, you know, casserole dishes or, you know, pots and pans on top of this on the dinner table, you know, at a holiday meal. 2, 3. I have one more right there. Ooh. Am I doing it right? I can't see. Okay, yes. 1, 2, 3. Yes, because it comes right back to where we started, and I'm going to slip stitch into that first half double crochet. I'm going to finish it off. Then I'm going to recap what we just did. Okay. We have done this center one in white. That's this one. And this, looking like flower petals out here, is the little cross in this green. Now we'll come back after I weave in those ends and start with my third color, and I'm going to start right here on this post. Now it doesn't matter where you start in this round. It really doesn't matter. I just think it's easier to show people, you know, let's just start right at the top. One post above where the last round was. Okay, so I'll meet you back here. Okay, I want to talk to you, well, my coffee's brewing, about round 3. Round 3 is we've got three-sided squares that we're working, and then we do a full four-side. Then we come back across towards this cross that we made before, and we extend it out. And then in the corners we have these full circles, full squares. Now rounds 2 and 4 and 6 are just three-sided squares that we're working. You're just weaving along. But in round 3 and round 5, you're gonna see on 5 you're gonna weave along just like in 3, but then you have these full squares. Now you already understand the technique, so I'm gonna go ahead and do 3 and show it to you when I'm done. Okay, so I have stopped halfway through round 3 to show you how it looks. Here's where I started on the chart, and this is the path I have taken to complete those corners. Here's the sides, it just extends out that cross, and then here is these full squares in the corners, and I've come up here, and this is what that looks like. I started up here, came down, over, completed a full square, come back towards the center, extended this cross out, and I did a full square in this corner, and then came up. And now I'm going to extend that cross out, go here, go over this way, complete a complete square, come over, up, over, down. Then I'm going to come over and do a complete square again, and then come back around to finish. And I'll show you that when I get there. Okay, so here we are after round 3. And another thing I wanted to mention, another little tip that we discovered in our crochet social yesterday, is that you can compare the back of your work to your chart. And if any of you need, if you can't screenshot, get a good screenshot of this chart, email me and I can email you back a picture of it. I don't have a scan, but there's round 3, and you'll see, I started here, I came down, over, and then I went up and did a full square, then came back in, extended the cross, and then did a full square, and so on. And I checked it against my chart, and it is correct. Now, rounds 2, 4, and 6, as you can see, are just like, here's 4 in the blue. It's just weaving along, weaving along. All you do is extend out each one of these squares along each side. I'll come back and show you that. And then we're going to be back into round 5, which is similar to round 3 in that you have these full squares in the corners, where the rest of them are just this weaving three-sided squares. We actually go this way when we're right-handed. Left-handed, you would go this way. So Sandy from Left is Right, I'm sure, could do this. I'll be back. Okay, round 4 done. In the white, you see how it's just waving back and forth. Now, round 5, I'm going to do in this teal color, and it's going to be similar. It's going to be out here in the corners. Rather than coming in the corners, it's going to go out in the corners. This is what I was talking to you about, how there are full squares in the corners. Now, along the sides, you're just extending what you've done before. But when you get into the corners, you have full squares. So I will show you that. It'll look similar to this, only much bigger in this teal color. So I'll show you that when I get that done. Okay, so I'm on the truck now, and I have completed this round, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, round 5 and round 3 have these completed squares in the corners. And then I left this color from round 3 at home, and I'm back on the truck. So I just used this other red 100% cotton yarn, which isn't nearly as pretty, but I'll fix it later. So this is what round 5 and round 6 look like. Here on the chart, round 5 with the completed squares in the corner, and then that like S curves on the side, completed squares in the corner. And then I started right here on round 6, and it's you know, S curves, and then it's like an inverted corner and S curves, same way all the way around. Now, I'm going to start the corner. I'm going to start right there in that point. Each corner has 6 half double crochets in it. And then I don't chain one, I don't do anything. I just immediately hop over and do 3 half double crochets. Hop over, 3 half double crochets. Let's see if I can find a contrasting color. Okay, I got my slip knot ready. I'm gonna go ahead and use white. And here's my corner. I'm just gonna turn it, insert my hook, bring up my slip knot, get myself organized here. I'm going to pull that slip knot through, start right here. I'm going to chain 1 and do 6, whoops, let's get this right. Okay, 6 half double crochets in this corner. 2, 3, let's focus please, right there, yeah, and 3 on this side to make 6 total. How many have I done? So 6 in the corner, and then literally straight over to this next post, 3 half double crochet. 2, 3, bring that forward. 1, 2, 3. Do that all the way across. And in the corner do 6, then down the side doing 3. Do that all the way around, and I'll meet you back here. Now, just a quick note, yes, the way I've done this, it will start to curl back. Just give it, you know, a little bit of messing around, and that will start to relax. So I am slip stitching into the first. And tying off, but I'm not going to weave in ends because I'm going to fix this trivet when I get home. And when I do, you know, I really think I will like the looks of this in this burgundy in round 5 or round 6 and the border. I think I'm just going to like that more. But you know, your color choices are your color choices. So there is the Wiggly trivet. See how thick it is? Super, super useful, practical gift, and I will be putting this in the playlist. I have a playlist that's titled Crochet Kitchen Gift Sets. So there's going to be, you know, several videos in there of things like this, my favorite dishcloth, some coasters, the thermal stitch pot holder, all in that playlist. So if you're looking at, you know, making a gift set in somebody's kitchen colors, you can just go right to that playlist. In fact, I'll link it in the description box. Thank you so much.